Good morning, students. So in our last lecture we have studied about the physical properties of metals and the metalloids. So in our today's lecture we are going to study about the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. So before starting the chemical properties of metals and non-metals, let me discuss about the reactivity series which I have written here. This is called reactivity series, and as we go down the group, the reaction of these metals will go on decreasing. ठीक है. So क्या कहा मैंने कि जैसे हम रिएक्शन सीरीज को पढ़ेंगे और जितना ये रिएक्शन सीरीज नीचे की तरफ जा रहा है उतनी जो रिएक्टिविटी है इन मेटल्स की वो कम होती जा रही है, डिक्रीज होती जा रही है. ठीक है. दैट मीन्स जो स्टार्टिंग वाले मेटल्स है इनका जो रिएक्शन है दे आर मोर रिएक्टिव, but the metals which goes down they are less reactive in nature. ठीक है. So first of all let me tell you, if I take the reaction of these metals with the oxygen, see what will happen. First of all, if I react sodium with oxygen, sodium oxide is formed. If I react magnesium with oxygen, magnesium oxide is formed. And if I react the zinc with oxygen, zinc oxide is formed. And if I react copper with oxygen, copper oxide is formed. So these all are metal oxides, but in the first reaction sodium is most reactive in nature. That means if we place the sodium in open air, it will catch the fire immediately because it is most reactive. That's why it can't be placed in the open air. So sodium and potassium are basically kept in kerosene, right? In the second reaction, when magnesium reacts with the oxygen, this is less reactive as compared to the first metals like potassium, sodium and calcium. So if magnesium is reacted with the oxygen, magnesium oxide is formed, but in this reaction we have to put more heat. We have to put more heat. That means magnesium is less reactive than sodium, as sodium catches fire itself because it's more reactive in nature. So in number third reaction, if we react zinc with oxygen, we have to put some strong heat. That's why zinc oxide is formed, because it is less reactive than magnesium. As we can see clearly the reactivity of these metals in the reactivity series, right? So in the last reaction, when copper reacts with the oxygen, copper oxide is formed. So it doesn't burn, copper oxide doesn't burn, and only black color is seen in this reaction because copper oxide is more or less reactive in nature. So these metal oxides in all these reactions are basic in nature. ठीक है. सो ये सारे मेटल ऑक्साइड्स जो है ये बेसिक इन नेचर होते हैं. एंड इफ आई रिएक्ट सोडियम ऑक्साइड with water, sodium hydroxide is formed. And if I put blue litmus in this container which contains sodium oxide, it turns blue in blue. ठीक है. So which will indicate all the oxides which get dissolved in water, and the oxides which doesn't get dissolved in water is called alkali. So इससे हमें ये पता चलता है कि जो भी ऑक्साइड्स वाटर में डिजोल्व, लगभग सारे ऑक्साइड्स जो है वाटर में डिजोल्व होते हैं, और जो ऑक्साइड्स वाटर में डिजोल्व नहीं होते हैं उन्हें हम alkali कहते हैं. So in the first case we will study we have studied about the reaction with oxygen, and in the next we will study about reaction with water. What happens to these metals if we react these metals with the water? So in the first reaction, if we react sodium with the water, sodium hydroxide is formed and hydrogen gas is liberated. And dear students, one thing you have to keep in your mind which is very very important: if we react metals with cold water, metal hydroxides are formed, and if we react metals with steam, metal oxides are formed. In the second reaction, if I react potassium with the water, potassium hydroxide is formed and hydrogen gas is liberated, right? So let's do an experiment. If I take a beaker and put some water in it, and after that we have to put small piece of sodium in it, similar like to a piece of grain. So what happens? Fire will be seen, and if you put hand in that water, it will be very hot. That means in this reaction heat is evolved and hydrogen gas is coming out, and this reaction is known as exothermic reaction. ठीक है, क्या करना है, हमें एक बीकर लेना है, उसमें हमें थोड़ा सा पानी डालना है और उसमें जो है ग्रेन लाइक स्ट्रक्चर जो हमें सोडियम डालना है. एज आई टोल्ड यू, सोडियम इज मोर रिएक्टिव इन नेचर, so that we have to put that, we have to kept sodium and potassium in kerosene, and in this reaction if I put sodium in this, क्या होगा, एक फायर विल बी सीन, आग आपको दिखेगी, और अगर हम उस फायर में हाथ डालेंगे तो वो इट विल बी वेरी हॉट, बहुत गर्म होगा, और इस रिएक्शन में क्या होगा, हीट इवॉल्व होगी और हाइड्रोजन गैस लिबरेट होगा, एंड दिस रिएक्शन इज नोन एज एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन. एंड व्हाट इज एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन? एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन इज अ रिएक्शन इन विच हीट इज इवॉल्व. क्लियर? So going down to the reactive series, if we take magnesium combined with water in presence of steam, magnesium oxide is formed and hydrogen gas is liberated, as compared to if I take magnesium with water in the presence of normal water. As I already told you, if metals react with the cold water, metal hydroxides are formed, and if I react metals, if we take metals with the steam, metal oxides are formed. So in this reaction, in the presence of steam, oxides are formed, and in the presence of normal water, hydroxides are formed. But you have to keep in your mind that metals which react in presence of steam are more vigorous, means more fast, as compared to the metals react with normal water. So dear students, here I conclude my today's topic. Take care and thank you.